The heartbreaking death of Bobby Nash on 9/11 leaves fans devastated, a tragic end to a hero's journey. After 8 thrilling and emotional seasons, 911 delivered a gut-wrenching blow that left fans reeling. On Thursday, April 17, the long-running ABC drama shocked its loyal audience by killing off one of its most beloved characters, Captain Bobby Nash. Played by Peter Krause, Bobby has been the beating heart of the series since its inception. Strong, vulnerable, compassionate, and deeply human. His sudden and tragic death in the emotionally charged episode titled Lab Rats has shaken viewers to their core and raised questions about the future of the series. In a devastating turn of events, Bobby sacrifices his own life in a heroic act to save his team from a deadly virus outbreak, one that he and his crew were desperately trying to contain. The virus was spreading fast, threatening not just the firefighters but the wider population of Los Angeles. In the chaos, Bobby made the ultimate decision to risk everything, ensuring that his crew would make it out alive. While the situation was dire and his selfless act aligns with his character's unwavering commitment to his team, the emotional aftermath of his death has ignited both heartbreak and outrage within the 911 community. Bobby's final moments were nothing short of poignant. As the virus began to take its toll on his body, he managed to share one last intimate goodbye with his wife, LAPD Sergeant Athena Grant Nash, portrayed powerfully by Angela Bassett. Their farewell, charged with raw emotion and quiet devastation, marked the end of one of TV's most authentic and resilient couples. Bobby and Athena's relationship had weathered countless storms, fires, trauma, family struggles, and near-death experiences, but nothing could prepare viewers for this final goodbye. The impact of Bobby's death reverberated far beyond the narrative. It marked a historic moment in the show's timeline, the first time a core character has died in the series' 8-year history. Co-creator and showrunner Tim Minear opened up about the decision to kill off Bobby, telling The Hollywood Reporter that it was not a choice made lightly. It makes sense for his character to have a tragic sacrifice as a conclusion of his entire journey in the show, Minear explained. He was a man running from his past and trying to make amends. His story has always been about redemption, responsibility, and love. Dying to save others was the ultimate fulfillment of that arc. However, for many fans, the reasoning behind the character's exit has done little to soften the blow. Social media was flooded with emotional reactions: tears, anger, disbelief, and sorrow. Thousands of messages poured in across platforms, creating a collective space of mourning and confusion. The audience had invested years into watching Bobby grow, lead, and inspire not only his team but the viewers themselves. He wasn't just a character. He was a symbol of strength, compassion, and integrity. Bobby was the heart and soul of the show, one grieving fan wrote on Instagram. "Sorry guys, but it doesn't work without him." This sentiment was echoed countless times. Fans questioned how the writers could let him go without a more ceremonial send-off. "I'm sorry, but his death didn't make any sense," another viewer wrote on Twitter. "Yes, I loved his character and I am angry, not that he died but the way he died. The 118 didn't even get a goodbye scene? I'm sorry, but I don't see there being a show without him." This reaction highlights a deeper problem many fans have voiced: the emotional disconnect in how the show handled the death. Bobby, a man who had been through the darkest of times, addiction, guilt over the loss of his first family, and rebuilding his life, deserved more than a rushed exit. Viewers were hoping for a moment of closure not only for the character but also for the team he mentored and the audience who had grown alongside him. His death also leaves an enormous void within the dynamic of the 118 crew. Bobby wasn't just their captain, he was their guiding light. He pulled each of them through some of their worst days and reminded them why they chose this dangerous, self-sacrificing profession in the first place. From Eddie's PTSD to Chimney's identity struggles, Hen's moral dilemmas, and Buck's constant search for meaning, Bobby was the anchor who kept them grounded. His presence brought balance, and now, with him gone, it remains to be seen how the show will navigate the emotional and leadership vacuum his absence creates. Angela Bassett's portrayal of Athena in the wake of Bobby's death was nothing short of haunting. Her grief, though restrained, was palpable, conveying the numbness and disbelief that often accompany sudden loss. The silent tears, the slight tremble in her voice, the moments of stillness all spoke volumes. Fans could feel her pain. Athena and Bobby had become one of the most beloved couples on television, a representation of enduring love that grows stronger with age and adversity. Now, with Bobby gone, Athena stands at a heartbreaking crossroads. Where will her character go from here? While some fans are calling for the show to find a way to undo Bobby's death, through dream sequences, flashbacks, or even a miraculous recovery, Others are preparing themselves to say goodbye. They understand that television is a medium that mirrors life, and sometimes heroes don't make it to the end. Still, that understanding doesn't make the grief any easier. There's a lingering sense of betrayal among many who feel that Bobby's story deserved a different ending, one that reflected not only his sacrifice but also his significance. There is also growing concern about the future direction of 911. With Peter Krause gone, can the show survive without its moral center? Can the writers craft a compelling narrative that honors Bobby's legacy while continuing to move forward? These questions remain unanswered, but one thing is certain: Bobby Nash's legacy will loom large over every episode that follows. His death is not just a plot point, it's a turning point. Perhaps that was the intention all along. Perhaps the creators wanted to remind viewers that heroes don't always wear capes, and sometimes they die doing what they love, protecting others. Bobby Nash was a flawed, complex, deeply human character, and that's what made him extraordinary. His final act of bravery wasn't just a plot twist, it was the culmination of everything he stood for. In the end, Bobby didn't just die. He fulfilled his purpose. He died a hero, surrounded by the people he loved and protected every day of his life. And though he's gone, his spirit will continue to inspire both his team and the fans who followed his journey from the very beginning. As the credits rolled on Lab Rats, and the haunting music played over the final scenes, fans were left with an aching void and a million memories. Bobby Nash may have left the firehouse, but he'll never leave the hearts of those who watched him lead, love, and sacrifice for 8 unforgettable seasons. Rest in peace, Captain Nash. You were more than a firefighter. You were family.